Flores Rewards presents You're Welcome, Thank You, etc. In our first section, You're Welcome, we give away 4 Bane Slayer Angels with the help of our sponsor, tcgplayer.com. As we've said in previous installments, the first 2 Bane Slayer Angels will go to one player at 25 points or above, and the second will go to a player with 41 points or above. Our winners are Ross Prajner, you're welcome, and Voltaire Abaya, you're welcome. Now that we've given away some Bane Slayer Angels, it's time to give away even more Flores Rewards.
Hi, I'm Michael J. Flores for Flores Rewards, and I just wanted to give out some more Flores Rewards. So, a couple of things. Number one, last week with the Celebrity Crushes, Feat of Strength, some stuff came up where some Celebrity Crushes, some of us felt were really, really exciting, and then other ones were, is that even a celebrity? And one of the things that I really wanted to do was to be really inviting and bring everyone in and not to alienate anybody. So if you put in a real celebrity pick, rest assured that unless it was that baseball picture, 25 Flores Awards still go to you. But because we were really, really engaged by some of the specific celebrities, at the end of this segment, I will put out an additional segment with specific celebrity pictures and specific additional Flores Rewards that will be granted to individual people, probably between 3 and 5, or maybe 3 and 7 Flores Rewards. Now, in addition, my wife pointed something out, which is that people who actually took the time to think about and build a Brady Bunch picture actually did way more to participate in last week's Feat of Strength than someone who maybe just had an old picture of themselves as a celebrity in the foot of their bed in their parents' house that they dug up. And she thought that, you know, just to be fair, we would want to say, hey, thanks for doing a great job on that. So if you have done a Brady Bunch picture up to the point that we are releasing this video, and I think that might think about just editing those into the video after this, I want to bonus every person who did that by 13 Flores Rewards, and that's going to bring everyone to about 25 points who did either of those 2 tiers of pictures last week. Plus, for particular people who got, I don't know, a real Victoria's Secret model in their picture, they're going to have some additional Flores Rewards at the end. So that's just a thank you from me and more Flores Rewards to go around.
Did I mention you're welcome? Okay, now it's time for thank you. Gratitude is basically my favorite emotion, and it's the basis of this week's Feat of Strength. This week, take a picture of yourself presenting something you made, a card, a drawing, something creative that you are proud of, that was done rooted with the emotion of gratitude. I have a plate of chocolates I made, but what you present doesn't have to be food. It just has to be awesome. Be creative. Trust me. I actually stole this particular idea from Osyp Lebedowicz. You know, like Flores Rewards. Osyp is pictured here, allegedly with the Victoria's Secret model. He tweeted about some chocolate peanut butter buckeyes, and they look delicious. They aren't hard to make, and I will definitely try them again soon. All you need is 1.5 cups of salted butter, 3 cups of peanut butter, which is about 2 jars, 6 cups of confectioner sugar, which is a horrifying amount, by the way. In case you didn't know, confectioner sugar is the same as powdered sugar. 4 cups of dark chocolate chips, which you will melt for the chocolate coating. I used almost all of both of these bags. 1 tablespoon of sea salt. The sea salt actually makes these awesome. Otherwise, I feel they would have been a bit too sweet. I added pecans, but I kind of just made that up. First, you mix together the butter and peanut butter. The butter should be room temperature. I beat this combo for about 4 minutes because that's what the recipe said to do, but honestly, it got to a smooth consistency within about 30 seconds. Next, start adding the confectioner sugar, about 2 cups at a time. It gets pretty thick after about the 4th cup, very difficult to mix with a tool. I needed the last 2 cups with my hands. I wouldn't have been able to move the super firm mixture with a wooden spoon or whatever. Then mix in the sea salt. At this point, I tossed the mixed butter, peanut butter, sugar, and salt combo in the freezer to set while I prepared a wax paper surface. The wax paper keeps your buckeyes to be from sticking to whatever. You can see a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon with the mixture. I scooped out the mixture 1 tablespoon at a time and rolled little balls. In hindsight, these were probably a bit too big. I put the balls in the freezer overnight. You don't have to, I just wanted to go to bed. The balls will actually get a bit melty in the heat of the kitchen, though they should stay solid. I didn't find any ill effects from putting them in the freezer overnight. This is a ghetto double boiler I kind of rigged together to melt the chocolate chips. This is a closer look, but the camera got all fogged up, obviously. Here's what the chocolate looks like, nice and melty, but not too hot. Meanwhile, I made the minions pierce all the little peanut butter balls with toothpicks. These would eventually be used for chocolate dipping, of course. There's the finished product. I originally got the pecan pieces just to cover up the little holes made by the toothpicks, but my mommy had this great idea to roll the balls in pecans too, and that made for a great result and some variations. I took some of the excess melty chocolate and pecan pieces and made some little nut clusters with what was left over. If I were actually playing, this effort would have been worth 15 Flores rewards. Try really hard this week. Remember, there's a special reason. The deadline on this one is September 30th. The best effort will get an additional special prize. So what thankful thing am I going to do with these? Originally, I was going to use them to host my New York cake debt, but BDM is at WotC all week, so that'll have to wait. I'll probably take them over to Johnny Magic's this Wednesday for movie night. I'm really grateful for the fun and social anchor that Landy Ho has brought to the New York area with Movie Club. In the spirit of gratitude, next week's prize is a set of the gift that keeps on giving, Fauna Shaman. Anyone with 25 or more Flores rewards is eligible to possibly win the first 2. Anyone with 51 or more Flores rewards qualifies for the drawing for the next 2 Fauna Shamans. In addition, we will be drawing on October 1st for another full set of Fauna Shamans. The best thank you picture, as determined by some future criteria determined by me, gets a thank you in the form of a full set of Fauna Shamans. There's no lower limit on Flores rewards in order to be eligible for this prize. You just have to have the best thank you. Fauna Shamans will eventually be supplied by our sponsor, tcgplayer.com. Buy lots and lots of magic cards at tcgplayer.com/floresrewards and support this worthy effort. Our Facebook page is located at bit.ly/floresrewards. Facebook is where you post all your feats of strength. Follow Flores Rewards in real time at twitter.com/floresrewards. More details are available at, all your questions will be answered at, the coolest blog on the internet, other than Fog with Flores, of course, floresrewards.com.